All right. Welcome to another episode of Say Less. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live tonight. How's everyone doing? We are live. We are live. All right. I'm waiting a few more seconds. All right. I want y'all to grab something to drink. It's going to be a good one tonight. I got some blue water in here. Got some water with a hydration pack in it. I'm totally dehydrated, so I haven't drank any water today. So judge your mama. Do not judge me today. We're not doing that. Make sure you guys got something to drink. Sit back, chill, and relax. I got a special guest tonight for you all. But first, I am Leslie Ann, and I am the host of Say Less. I created this platform, you guys, just for the average, ordinary people to tell their stories about health and fitness, their journeys, the ups and downs of it, how they got started, what's been hindering them. And even though sometimes they haven't always reached the finish line, because I believe a journey lasts forever. I think your journey lasts until you go into the grave. But these people that I bring on, we'll just talk about their journey. Some of them are still on it. Some of them are kind of content in it and they're cool where they are. Some are still trying to lose. I actually got a new client that's actually trying to gain weight, which is very, very odd, especially for a woman. But genetically, she's very small. And so, you have those people every now and then. But even her, she's just the average everyday people. And I created this platform for them to come on and have something to talk about, in hopes and prayers that their story can not only reach one person, but it can reach the nation, if that's what God is going to use this platform to do. Not if. I believe that's it. This is what God is going to use this platform to do because it's a lot of people out here who have a wonderful story to share, but no platform to share it on. So that's why I created this platform. So I want to introduce you guys to, she's fairly my new online client. She's been with me for about 3 months now, going on, or this may be the third month. She was referred to me with one of my college friends, Roia Epps. Big shout out to her, one of my good college buddies. Um, and wonderful. I mean, I'm going to let her tell her own story because I can start telling her and then never have to bring her up, but I am. But she's such a wonderful, wonderful woman. As I was creating, we were talking yesterday, and as I was creating the reel that I put out after our little talk, um, I don't know, I kept saying, God, I got something for this girl, and I don't know what it is. Like I just felt it. Like she's special. I could say that about a lot of people, but this one here, um, God like her. You know what I mean? if that could make her stand out of all the humans that God created, God loves that one. He loves Maya. He loves her, and it's something about her. And anybody that I ever come in contact with, who I train, who get in contact with me, I always say it's never by happenstance. I always believe there's a time and a place for everything, and God does not make mistakes. Everything happens in divine order. So it's not by chance that we just ran across each other or she happened to see my fitness flyer. God set that up. God allowed us to cross paths. And He allowed us to cross paths whatever day that was and whatever time it was for a reason. We've both been on this earth over 20 years. It's like, we could have met earlier in the year, but it was a certain reason and point why her and I connected. And I want to bring her up. Her name is Maya Ellis. I'll let her tell her story, but you'll see. It's God like her. I mean, he loved us, but he loved Maya. So without further ado, I'm getting ready to bring up Maya Ellis. Let me bring her in, y'all. I'm added to the stage. There she is. Hey,
Hey,
girl.
Les.
Hey, girl. girl. This mug burning up.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I can't complain. I'm so excited.
Awesome. Yes, I'm excited
I'm so
too.
excited.
I am
Y'all,
so
we talked
excited.
yesterday and
Uh-huh.
I recorded 40 minutes of our conversation. That could have really been the live yesterday.
Yes.
But she didn't go deep down into it like I wanted her to. And it was certain things I had to tell her to stop because I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, we got to say something for the show. And like I said, it's just things about you that I just do not know. But like I was telling them before I brought you up, like God like you.
Oh,
I'm for real. And I was telling them, I don't know if you were listening, but I was just saying, after we talked yesterday and I was, creating that reel, and I just kept saying, it's something, I just feel something like God like her, like she's special. You
yes.
special.
Oh, don't
You
make me cry. Girl, you
special.
gonna make
I'm
me
not,
cry.
but
What
you
you
but you
gonna make me
are.
cry for?
You are. You just, God love me, God love her, God love him, God loves them, but
Yeah.
God like, no, that's my road dog. I rose with her. And I'm
Yes.
like, okay, what about me? But it ain't about me. But that's one thing, just creating the reel, just hearing you, and I just listened back over the video that we talked about yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just know this. Whatever you've been asking God for, praying for, it's about to happen.
Mm.
It's about to happen. I'm for real. It's about to happen.
Y'all, she's speaking to my situation right now. That is crazy, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you before it happened, Lord.
It's about to happen.
Thank you.
So, what's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Maya.
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. My name is Maya Ellis. I was born in Greenville, South Carolina, but I am a native to Charlotte, North Carolina. I have an older brother. His name is Trey. I am a daughter to Tracy and Priscilla Ellis. Also, too, I am a graduate of the illustrious Winston-Salem State University. So give it up for my
go
HBCU.
fire up tips. Go Central Michigan University.
Hold up, Leslie now.
CMU all day long. Maroon and gold. Maroon and gold. Let's go.
But I graduated from Winston-Salem State University with a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. Graduated from there in 2021. Went on to UNC School of Government to do a program called Lead for North Carolina. That program, its basis is to take recent college graduates out of school when they just graduate from college and place them into rural communities so that they can get a hands-on learning experience for what local government is. Okay. So at a young age, 21, imagine this, y'all, 21 years old, you're being placed out in the middle of nowhere, right? And now you're given this big responsibility to have to basically help run that whole town. And so I was doing that at 21, basically acting as an assistant to our town manager. And then from there, I'm at the spot where I'm at now, and I am the budget and finance fellow / analyst for the city of Charlotte. Yeah.
You got a big fancy title. You got a big fancy title. When big fancy titles like that, they come with big fancy money. Okay? Yeah. Oh, I know.
We working there, Leslie. We working there. Yes. And I was just recently appointed by the mayor to our community relations committee. So I'm starting on that and just, really trying to just get out in the community because I always tell people, you do what you love, right? But impact is needed. And just, being young, like, it has to start now. If you don't start now, then when? Right. So, I'm just been trying to get out there and just, like really just get in tune with my brothers and sisters and show them that, there is a different path, like there's different paths that you can take, you just don't have to stick down one road or like try to keep your options open and just really like give my people hope. That's what I'm here for. So awesome. Yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
Awesome. Now you said you're from North Cackalack, huh?
Yes.
My sister lived there. I visited one time. Well, maybe, I don't know if it was once or twice, but I remember the very first time I visited. I remember flying into North. I was Raleigh Durham. I
Yeah.
remember seeing how green it was. And I was flying in. Was I flying in from Arizona? I don't remember where I was flying in, but I remember saying, it's so green here. Like trees, the grass is green, all the it was just, when I say it was beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
They say North Carolina is I don't consider it the South since I'm from like
That's
born
not the
South Carolina.
South.
They say it is the South to them, but for
Uh-huh.
me, it's not the South. It's not the
What is
South.
it to you?
To me, it's like, yeah, I give it a little southwest, southeast.
Southwest, southeast. Yeah, I guess. I swear I'm like, no, North Carolina, that's straight up south. South. That's so south. Anyway, well, how far are you from Atlanta?
Oh wow. So I'm about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, that's the south.
Yeah.
That's the south.
Oh
And
my
if you
goodness.
that close to Atlanta, everything,
Everything,
all
yeah.
that's connected. So you don't, yeah, in the south. All right. Thank you for telling us about you. Now we're gonna get into how did we connect? How did you start your fitness journey, and when did we connect?
Wow. So I have always, since high school, like my parents have always had my brother and I in different activities. We were either doing soccer, baseball. I know my brother was doing football, like all different types of stuff. So for the most part, like I was always relatively like active.
Mhm.
But like high school, like that's when I was the basketball girl, you know what I'm saying, doing my little thing. Everybody
Oh, I
knows
play b-ball.
point guard.
Yeah. I love basketball. And my brother used to
Yes.
always say, Leslie, if they had the WNBA out when you was playing basketball, you would have been WNBA. And I believe it too. I love basketball. I was playing with all the fellas. All the dudes.
And so Leslie, like, I always used to be like when my brother and them, because my dad, he was a high school, like he was a coach in high school. And he was coaching my brother, but also too, he was a teacher at our high school. And so like every time like they be out practicing, I mean, I'm on the track, I'm running, like all season I'm running. Our coach that we had in high school, I mean, like we was always running. I'm talking about miles too. So to the point, the cross country coach came up to our coach, was like, can we have them girls for the season? And we like, coach, don't do that.
Right,
we already
right.
tired.
Right.
But so like I was just always active. But it got to a point, Leslie, in high school, my grades, once my brother left off to college, like it was sort of kind of like my world changed, right? Like to me, that was the start to like my world like really changing, because I was the only child. And so at that point, and so with that, like my grades just started slipping, like
because you lost because your sibling went away.
Yeah. And because Leslie, like he wasn't just gonna go away for just a day or two, right? He went off to college to pursue a football career, to go off on those endeavors and start a new chapter in his life. So what turned into like what I'm thinking, maybe, I'll see him after, cool semester.
Right.
That turned into like maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Like, we would only see him on holidays. So that was me not being able to really connect with my brother, like the way that I wanted to.
Okay.
And so I felt like during my teen years, that was the most crucial time when I really needed him. And so from there, like, I just was hanging out with the wrong people in high school, like just, doing whatever. So it came to a point, my dad was like, you're going to have to pick one or the other. Otherwise, matter of fact, I'm going to help you. You're going to stick to your grades, right? You're going to get these grades up and you're going to forget about basketball. And that right there, Leslie, like I had everybody in high school just like, why are you quitting basketball? Like, this is outrageous. You need to be playing ball. Like, you good.
So what grade was that?
Oh man, Leslie, this was my junior year. This is my junior year. And I was like, man, you taking this away. And that's almost my senior year. Like, but little did I know, him closing that door helped me to open a whole nother door. And which is why I'm in the career field that I'm in now. That was like the beginning to allowing me to step into opportunities, even as a kid that, I never thought I'd be able to. And so still active. Boom, college hits. Oh, y'all better know about that freshman 15.
I did just the opposite because people when I went to college, they told me, you about to come back home fat. I'm like, oh really?
Well,
I
see,
ain't lying. When I came back home freshman 15, I was freshman -20. I think I feared coming home, and my people would tell me I would gain weight so much.
Yeah.
I ain't concentrating on school. I was like, I'm getting every morning going running.
I swear, Leslie, and like I fought it. I tried to fight it for so long, but just having that freedom, because my mama is very regimented. She always has had us on an eating schedule. But when you that one child that just is like, I don't know about this.
You were that one child.
Yeah. So when I got away, I did my own thing. And so I did everything to try to combat that, Leslie. Like I was getting up with ROTC. I went to the ROTC, man. I said, hey, like, can I run with y'all? Can I, and I did it for a while, right? But because I was not, I think people get it construed. You can have motivation, right? You can be excited about doing something, right? And try your best to stick with it. But it's about discipline at the end of the day. And if you don't have that discipline, you might as well, hey, just call it quits.
Discipline is everything. Everything. I always tell people motivation is so fleeting.
Yeah.
You can't depend on it.
Yeah.
Motivation is discipline.
Yes.
Because the discipline will get you to the gym faster than motivation will.
Yes.
The emotions and that other voice or whatever you want to call it is talking to you, they can smack that motivation so far off your fan, you be like, well, forget it. And that's how you'll be. You know what I mean? But sometimes it takes, dang, I feel like going, but I got the discipline and I got work to do.
Yeah.
And I got a goal to make. That's motivation is such a fleeting feeling.
Exactly. And because I was only motivated, right? Like here I am, just got to college. I come from a good household. And like now I'm being exposed to all different types of stuff, all different types of people. And here I am, I'm sitting up here, I don't know how to act, right? So I'm acting a plumb fool. And in the midst, I'm partying, I'm doing all this stuff, like my grades is sinking, like, and I lost myself, right? And so it was a point, Leslie, where that freshman 15, within the time span of a year, turned into the freshman 60. I gained 60 pounds within a year.
Your freshman year of college.
Yeah. And it was like to a point, like my parents, we don't even recognize you. Like,
what?
Yeah, like who is this girl? I mean, like we forewarned, like you a clean 140. Now you coming back up here, you about like 200 pounds. Like we got a little bit of a problem. And at that point I was like, oh my gosh, Lord, like, is there something wrong with me? Like, if there's something wrong with me, like, please expose it. So I went to the doctor. Doctor's like, 60 pounds, that's a lot of weight. Let's see what's going on here. So boom, go to my OBGYN. Well, he says you have PCOS. For people who don't know what PCOS is, it's polycystic ovary syndrome. And so you have cysts literally that sit on your ovaries. And so for some people it attacks it in acne, but most in Black women it attacks it in weight. And so for me, it's my weight, right? So I will hold the weight, right? And so the hormonal like imbalances, all of that, Leslie, like, I mean, throughout my years, it's like it's just been crazy, because it's like, wow, like as Black women, we could have one thing and then it turns into a whole nother, right? And so that's why it's so important to stay up on your health. And so, like, just being active. But once I gained that freshman 60, Leslie, it all went downhill for me. It was just harder to do things, just trying to get back active and, still just try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. But because I was not disciplined, that is when I just started just rapidly gaining more and more and more weight. Like I was working out, but I wasn't actually getting into the detail of what is polycystic ovary syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
How do I care for my body with something like this? Instead of doing HIIT, go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to put your body in like freak out mode, right? Because you're exerting all this energy. You have all your hormones like going out of this world. And so like you need to make sure you try to just level it and maintain it.
Right.
I didn't know anything about that. So that in the beginning, Leslie, was me being young and not understanding my body at all. But now I had to embark on, I feel like my real fitness journey was when I went up to 400 pounds. And that to me is
now,
where
how long did it take? I'm sorry, from 200 to 400.
Wow, Leslie. Well, we got freshman year, junior, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, then so about 5 years. 5 years. Yeah. So each year, everybody was getting a different Maya, and they're like,
a different version of you.
Yeah, people gonna be like, oh, hey Maya, you look a little different, but hey girl.
You see how family is? You tell your family they talk behind your back too.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you see Maya, girl. Hey, girl, you look good. Girl, you looking good. Like,
Black families, everything all right? Yeah. Yes. And it was, I had days, Leslie, where, I'd look in the mirror and I'd be like, Lord, why? Like, that's all I would keep at, Lord, why? Why am I not? I'm putting in all this work, right, to exercise and, but why? But God in the whole time is saying, it's not the why. I'm showing you why. You need to get disciplined, and not discipline with just working out, but discipline in life. And yeah, and it took me reaching my highest weight in order for me to understand that. So I just, Leslie.
So you went from 200 to 400 in 5 years.
Yeah.
Actually, I was expecting you to say something pretty lower than that. So 200 pounds divided by 5, a certain amount of pounds per year. But either way, you start to come back as a different Maya and Maya and Maya. Before you know it, it's 400 pounds. All right. So now that is that. So you gained the weight and it was discipline that you need.
Yeah.
What made you say, I'm ready and I'm ready to start this fitness journey? My mind is there. I'm ready to do this, to help you lose the first 50 pounds that you lost.
Wow. So when I went into UNC School of Government's program, moved away from mom and daddy, lived out in the sticks, Leslie. And so I sunk into like a real, real bad depression. I had lost all of my friends, girls, if y'all listen, and friendships, listen, they get tested, they show who your real friends are. Yeah. Like I felt like during that time I was in celebratory mode, just graduated. You know what I'm saying? Like God took me down to a wire with a job I never thought I'd be able to get at such a young age. Here I am. Oh, caught the new crib, like got a new car, like everything brand new. And I lost all my friends. Lord, why? Like, why? And
when you got that position?
Yes. Not the one that I'm not at now, but the one before.
Okay.
Yes. And so, in the middle of nowhere, Leslie, no friends. Not yet. They ain't coming to me yet. But I was spiritually forced to transform, right? God put me in isolation mode for a reason. And that was because I had to face who Maya was. Like I had to change a lot about myself, that had I had those people around me, I would have never gotten to that point. And so, literally, Leslie, I will never forget this. It was almost a month before Christmas time. And y'all know it get cold. I'm sitting on the couch, and my 400-pound self just got done eating McDonald's. I think they had just came out with the sweetie meal. Okay, I had about 2 of those. I had about 2 of them.
Sweetie, and I ordered 2 of them.
I had 2 of them. Okay, and kicking my feet up, and so I had like these pierced, and I had just lost I had created a keloid, and I remember, Leslie, I was just crying and crying and crying over that one piercing. And that's when I knew. Then I was depressed, because I'm like, girl, suck it up. It's just a piercing. Like, you got a little keloid.
Right.
Get off for it. Okay. But as I'm sitting there crying, my lights shut off. And I'm like, Lord, I'm like, oh my. So I text my mom. I'm out in the middle.
Right.
Hey, lights went out. Don't know what's going on. Like, but I'm gonna keep you all right. Keep me updated. Well, they sent a text message. Yeah, Duke Energy, power gonna be restored in about, give us an hour. All right, cool, no worries. Well, an hour went to a day. A day went to 2 days. And then 2 days went to a week. We were
power.
No power. So here I am. I'm cold, shivering. And Leslie, I was like, Lord Jesus, please get me through this. So I had to get up out of there, Leslie. Like, they're like, y'all need to try to if you can move, get a hotel. Like, there's something going on. Like, it was a whole thing, because if anybody knows anything about the town of Southern Pines here in North Carolina, it used to be a sundown town. Yeah. And so just a lot of racial conflict is in that town. I hate to sound like that, but it's true. And so, Leslie, my refrigerator, right? Y'all know anything about power go out. All right. You got some food up in there.
You be looking at that food like, oh my God. We on 3 days. No, 1 more day, I'm gonna have to throw it all away.
Well,
been there.
Because I knew that I got a jet to my parents' house back in Charlotte, which is 2.5 hours away. I got to get rid of this. Like, this stuff has to go. So putting my things, hauling my stuff. Well, prior before that, when I was gaining the weight, my back and stuff was already hurting. Y'all, I could barely stand. To wash dishes. Well, I'm hauling this stuff. Yeah, in the middle of it, Leslie, I had to lay down on the floor. It's dark. Imagine this. It's dark. I had to lay down on the floor. I could not lift. I could not put stuff in my car. Like, I was that heavy, to the point going up and down the stairs. It was too much. Like, it was just too much on my body. And it hurt. It really hurt. So I knew then that I was like, oh, when I got back to my parents' house, I just really, like, I was already just upset about the whole situation. But I just knew then, I was like, God is saying, like, it's time to make a change. Like, I know that you can't control the situation that has happened, with your apartment stuff, but you could control the situation with your weight. Like, you can control that. And not even that, like, you have to seek me for help with that. Like, it's not anything you can just get up and be like, yes, Lord, like, yes, oh, I'm about to do this thing, and I'm so motivated to do it. It's, God, please continue to just give me the strength every day to get up and move my body, Lord. Thank you, God, for giving me a temple that I can move, legs that I have the power to walk, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for letting me open my eyes this morning because somebody didn't make it, right? So these are all the things that we take for granted. And here I am, 400 pounds, taking my body for granted because somebody out there don't have legs. Somebody out there was born with no legs. Somebody out there was born with no arms to be able to live. And here I am, just eating what I want, doing what I want. Granted, I have PCOS. I get it. I understand. But you can't let that overtake your life. Right. So that, Leslie, is when I started my weight loss journey. Came home and said, I have to do something. Let's start working out. And so from there, still not. Still wasn't happening. Yeah. But
At least
I
your
was,
mind was made up.
but you know, like I was trying to get in our apartment gym at least like
Mhm.
twice a week, but it was still a struggle, you know. And so I said, "Oh, Jesus, Lord, like just please, Lord." So it was time to. My lease was almost up. Stressing about that back stress eating. Well, they had to grab my bed and my furniture. I had to sleep on the floor for about a week. It hurt to sleep on the floor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, cannot even get up. Like the things, Leslie,
Oh my
that
gosh.
I was just not able to do because I was so heavy. Doing TikToks, trying to do the little, what is it, the little
You was
gritty,
doing
whatever.
TikToks?
Girl, that hurt. It hurt
Yeah,
to
no,
even
that.
just dance. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh,
Right.
but I had to get that weight up off me. So got this new job, about to step into a new chapter. But before I walked out of my apartment, I prayed. And I asked God to bless that apartment for the next person that comes in it and moves in it. And I asked God just to bless me and give me the strength as I embark on this new endeavor. So got home, and I don't know what sparked in me, Leslie, but I'm talking about I was working out. I was working out like a dog. Like I'm talking about I'm getting it in 2 days every single day. Like I'm working out
Two-a-days,
now.
baby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And God knew at the right time. And me and my college friend Nell, my sis Nell, shout out sister. We reconnected. And she lost, Leslie. She used to be 300s. She lost 180 pounds naturally. She worked out
That's
every
what's
single
up.
day, twice a day. She eats clean. Like
Mm-hmm.
Nell don't play, right? And even if she see herself like gaining an extra 5 little pounds, she like we got to get
We
this
reeled it back
off.
in.
Fasting,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm fasting. I'm detoxing. Like she was one of those friends that really kicked it into realization for me that like your body is your temple, so you got to take care of
That's
it. And
it.
she was a fellow big sister, so I'm like, my sister was a fellow big. I gotta step up to the plate. If she can do it, I can do it.
That's right.
And so it just, I mean, I'll talk about Leslie. Like she pushed me and pushed me, and I just kicked it in gear. And so I was losing some pounds. I'm like, hold on,
Cute little feeling
I'm not
herself.
gonna look like Beyonce overnight, but I'm doing a little.
But I'm heading that way. Beyonce better work. Beyonce, she better watch out. Beyonce ain't thinking twice about us.
And so
Beyonce,
Beyonce, you out there watching this? We love you, girl.
Right, we need Beyonce. Repost this beat.
Repost this beat, right?
Sure.
And so, yeah, Les, like, I mean, I'm kicking it into gear. Like I'm, just making sure I wouldn't even say watching what I eat, right? I think I was portion controlling, right? Because I was eating so much. Still, like watch what you eat, like eat good foods. But it's okay to treat yourself here and there. Not every day, but it's okay to do it here and there. And eat the foods that you like and make alternatives to it, right? Like for chips, get pop chips. There's
There's a healthier, and it's always something, and not always, but sometimes 9 times out of 10, it's a healthier version of something.
Absolutely. And so, like, I was just switching up stuff because I was like, I'm about to enter in a new job. Like, this is new, Maya. And God made a way for me. So I need to do my part. And so got to a point, I think I was getting a little bit too cocky. Too cocky, y'all. Just a little bit too cocky. You start seeing a little pounds that I hold up. And
right.
Hold up.
Don't talk to me unless I talk to you first.
Okay.
Right.
And so I got too cocky. I got too comfortable. And I started talking to this dude. And I said, oh man, here we go. So I took what I thought was just going to be a week off. I took 4 months off. And while I didn't gain like any extra weight or anything, but I felt I just felt horrible. Like I felt just fatigued all the time, bloated all the time, like things that typically like my digestive system would be. I mean, like it just felt nauseous all the time. Like, and y'all also too, like during my time before like really getting on my weight loss journey, I tried Saxenda. And for the girlies who do Saxenda,
tell us what that is.
So it's a drug that it's a shot. It's really for people who are diabetics. That's what the shot really is supposed to be for. But now it has produced itself into a weight loss drug. Many people who are oversized and have a certain BMI, they're given, how can I say it, like a written prescription from the doctor to be able to take it. And so from there, like I went to a weight loss doctor. He gave me like the let's try it, because I'm still opposed to doing the weight loss surgery. No, I'm not knocking anybody that has it or has thinking about doing it or has done it, because everybody has different niches, that fit for them. But for me, I knew that was going to be something that's a lifestyle change that I just was not ready for. And so tried the shots and woo, like I still.
So you were still losing. You were losing with that.
Yeah, I was losing weight, but I wasn't eating right, Leslie. You can't go to McDonald's and take the shot. You can't do that. And
you can't have surgery and get BBL and then you think that's like, nah, I went and got surgery. Now this is the body I've always wanted. You got to keep that up.
Yeah. And I wasn't doing that, Les. I was eating what I wanted to, drinking what I wanted to, not doing the water intake. My first day of taking the shot, Leslie, do you know I went to Sam's Club to grab all the stuff I was supposed to be eating, but took my fat butt right to Burger King after. And in there about to pass out because I didn't drink no water the whole day. Just doing whatever. And it's like you can't do that, right? Like just like with surgery, that's a lifestyle change. With the shot, it's a lifestyle change. And I'm just thinking this a quick fix, in which people out there that are doing it, please, it's not a quick fix. Like,
no,
it's a lifestyle
change. Does it suppress your appetite?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
but you were still, so you didn't have an appetite, but you still just eating.
Yeah. And
it was like, not even hungry at all. Like, okay, I'm about to go to Burger King. I just want some Burger King. Not even hungry at all.
Yeah. But it amazed me, and it was amazing to me and my mama, like how the drug was still working and I was still eating I wanted to. Yeah. But that ended up like catching up, with me on the back end.
Backfired on you.
But I was in my head, like after I stopped taking it, in my head after I was like, dang, I really abused that drug, because imagine if I was doing all of the things, like fast forward to, when I started working back out and doing all the right things. Imagine if I was taking that shot and I was doing the right things. I'd be down almost 50 pounds right now. Like, I mean, so
yeah,
it works in the moment, but once you get off of it, like the weight.
So it is nothing that you could do long term. Like,
again, Les, it's a lifestyle change. So if you're somebody like me who, like, I'm disciplined now, but
yeah,
if you're not disciplined, all the weight's gonna come right back on. That's just like with surgery. Like, you're not disciplined and sticking to what the doctor says, it's gonna come right back on. So that's what happened to me. All the weight just came right back on. And my weight loss doctor, that day I came back in the office and he put me on that scale, dropped me like a fly. He said, no, ma'am.
He fired you.
Yeah.
He said, heifer, you can pick your weight back up. Get out of my office. You ain't real.
Seriously, man.
But it's like that because even as a fitness coach, I've had to let people go. They're just not. I don't like my time to be wasted.
Yeah.
Especially when I know I'm pouring into somebody.
Yes.
And I don't feel like this particular person was taking advantage of me, but she just like just didn't care. Like didn't care. I cared more than she cared. And when I write nutrition plans, anybody that I wrote a plan for, it takes me time. I don't give
Yeah.
you a cookie cutter thing. I take time out of my day, out
Yes.
of my schedule. It just takes time. And so when you write somebody a fitness plan and
Mhm.
they don't follow it, it's a joke to them. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did it, but I wasn't feeling it today. So it's a smack in my face. So you gotta go. You
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Coming to work out and it's just like you walking down the stairs eating chips. Like
Yeah.
you coming to
Yeah.
train. It's not like you like blatantly telling me in my face, whatever. I'm just here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't I don't that just does something to me. That just like
Yeah.
it's like a smack in my face. I
Yeah.
don't even care if she was paying me or not. I don't care. You can
That's
have your
right.
money back.
That's
You
right.
can have it back because I'm in the business of helping people. And it's
Mhm.
clearly you don't want to be helped.
That's
So you
right.
got you have to go. In Jesus' name, amen.
And you heard it here, folks. Don't
And you
play with
heard it
Leslie.
here. Oh,
Yeah.
and I give you a referral. And I tell you who to go to. I can't. I
Mhm.
want to help people who's willing to help themselves.
That's right. That's right.
I don't
That,
care how much money you got. I don't care if you was paying me $6,000 a month. I don't
mhm.
want it.
That's
I
right.
don't want it because you don't want it.
That's right.
You don't
That's
want it.
right.
So what are we doing? Anyway, bye bye in Jesus' name. Have another one. And then here, you need a referral. You need another train. I got you. But you got to go. It is what it is. This is a business, you know.
That's right. No, seriously, Les. And that's what for him, no ma'am. You got to get up out my office. I done sent you to a dietitian. I'm trying to figure out therapy for you. Like I'm trying to figure all these pieces out for you, not just with the weight, but on the back end. And here you are, you're abusing this drug that really during that time, Leslie, nobody really had their hands on, right?
Mhm.
Nobody really knew about this. Like I can sort of kind of say like I was one of like the first people that was able
Was
to get my
trying this
hands,
out.
and trying
Was
it.
Ozempic out in the
No,
back then?
not really.
It wasn't. It wasn't the top. Nobody.
It
Nobody
wasn't
was.
really a talk.
Because
Yeah.
people was probably taking Ozempic for what it's really meant for. High blood
Yes.
pressure or
Yes.
diabetes or something like that. They weren't
Yeah.
taking it for no weight loss.
Yeah. And so it just so happened, Leslie, that just being inconsistent with the drug, with the shot, that 1 week I just stopped taking it. And that's when Ozempic had rolled out, and oh my gosh, like not even a couple months later, they started talking about digestive issues, like having what is the gastric, all
Yeah,
that
the
stuff.
gastric
Yeah.
bypass and
Yeah. And I was like,
the
wow.
sleeve, and it's so much weight loss stuff now.
And I was like, thank God for me being able to, wean off of that and kick it into gear and doing what I'm really supposed to do. But, during that time, it was just like, dang, like, I felt like, oh my God, I need it again. Like, and I did not need it. And it just so happened my insurance, they came back and said, we ain't covering this for you. Like, no ma'am. Bye-bye. You're on. Yeah. And so kicked it into gear, Leslie. Took 4 months off dealing with the dude. Dude ain't no good. Child, y'all, ladies, y'all
You already know.
now.
You already know.
But in the midst of that, it was like a dang, like I'm putting all my effort into this dude, and like I lost, like I felt like I just lost myself again. Like why? So that's when I call her Ma. Y'all may know her as Roia.
Ro.
Yeah.
My girl.
Ma said, do this with me. I said, I don't know about this. I said, ooh, on my training. I said, ooh, she don't judge me. Like I can't. And I was like, ooh, and y'all, if y'all know Leslie or see Leslie is real. Okay, let me tell you. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like Leslie's so real. Child, she gonna judge me. She's gonna be like, no, ma'am, you got to get up out of here. Too.
Oh no.
But
sorry,
no,
you can join my class. Too fat.
Who
said that? Said no one ever. Wow. That is so crazy because people have those misconceptions. And not just with me, just in general of joining something.
Yes.
What people gonna say, what people gonna see. Ain't no girl, anybody thinking about you in that class. They paying attention to me. Ain't nobody paying attention to you.
But listen, Leslie, as a big girly, those are the anxieties that we have. Those are the things that we fear. Seriously, Leslie, I could, and there still is a little bit, but like, thank God for therapy. But like, I used to, Leslie, when I was 400 pounds, be so I go somewhere, be so nervous. I sit in my car for like, pull up, like, oh yeah, I'm about to go shopping, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. But I'd be so scared and subconscious about just how I look. I'd sit in the car. 5 minutes turn into 10 minutes. 10 minutes turn into 20 minutes. Yeah. And they say, no, I'm not going, because of how I thought people would view me just based off how I looked. And so, like, for the longest, I was that way. But I said, you know what? With you, I said, let me break this fear, because, you know, at the end of the day, you like it, love it. Listen, you hate it, I love it. Okay,
There you go.
That's
There
all I
you
am
go.
now. You hate it, I love it.
Too bad.
But it was just something in my spirit, Leslie, that I said, I need Leslie right now. Like, I need her right now. It's something that I just need from Leslie. And I remember it was like our first or second session. You kicked our butts on that first day. I said, oh, Jesus. Wait a minute, Leslie. That second session, when, you know, we were done stretching, and y'all, Leslie goes, have a great day on purpose. I'm like, what is she saying have a great day on purpose for? Like, here I am.
Right?
Yeah, here I am, Leslie. Just went through what I went through with this dude. Not really feeling up to par about my body, and, you know, already going through a situation on the back end. I'm just like, Lord, like, this is too much. But getting in, like, the graces of you, like, it just did something to me. Like, it just changed me. It changed my mindset. And so whenever I was waking up, like, before your class, I'm like, have a great day on purpose. Like, have a great day on purpose. Like, that comment, like, just kept running through my mind. And so it wasn't until I was having a bad day and I rolled over
then you really
on the other side of the bed.
That statement really touched you.
Yeah. And I was like, I said, let me remember what Leslie said. Have a great day on purpose, meaning that you set your own temperature.
You set the tone for the
day.
So even when it's going bad, you got the power to change it. You can
That's
stop
right.
the bad moment and say, no, I'm for real.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I say on purpose. My older sister used to always say, okay, so what, she used to tell me, what time is it? I'd be complaining about something. Oh, it's 12:54. Okay, at 12:55, that's enough. 12:55, it's a new day.
Yes.
Or she'll say at 12:56. So you got 2 more minutes. I'll listen. And at 12:56, change it.
Yes.
We have the power. We control our day.
Yes.
We control our day. We have control. That's why I say you have it on purpose. The scripture said, one of the scriptures that I like, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I kind of changed that and said, this is the day that the Lord has made. I choose to rejoice and be glad in it. Yes. It's a choice. Yes. The choice is up to you.
That's right.
That's what that on purpose means. You can control your day.
Absolutely. And y'all, I'll talk about, that's like clockwork in the back of my head. But y'all, every day going to Leslie's class or getting up at 5 something in the morning, because I wanted to do the 5 o'clock class, not 5 o'clock, but the 6 o'clock class, and get up at 5 so that I'm pushing myself, right? Like I'm getting out of my ways and getting myself uncomfortable to try to.
So you get up at, it's 5 o'clock your time.
5 o'clock, yeah, and I hop on the treadmill. That's why I don't know if you be seeing me with that vest on. So get on the treadmill, yeah, and I do my thing, and then I come into your class. Yes,
that's what's up.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, because Leslie, I want to be uncomfortable so that later on down the line, I can be comfortable.
You can be comfortable.
Yeah,
you're accepting how uncomfortable it is right now. It's good because it's like that. It's uncomfortable in the beginning.
Yes,
and then it gets comfortable, and then you got to make it uncomfortable, or because you will get you'll become settled in that. You'll become content.
That's right. And so I'll never forget, I did the 7 o'clock class, and because it was one day I just like, I can't, like, I'm just whew. And so I'll never forget, y'all, we all had our cameras off. And Leslie said, I can't see nobody. Ain't nobody, I can't see y'all.
I can't work
All
out.
right,
I get.
I'll get started, but them cameras gonna have to come on. And I'm like, drive me slowly. I was like, and the first week I started, like the first 2 days I was with her, I had my camera off. I felt comfortable. I said, "Ooh, I'm just gonna keep." But that third day, I said, So I said, you know what? This is where I break this fear, and I turn my camera on. You said, Maya, thank you so much for turning your camera on. I said, that's my girl. I said, okay.
See, because if one person do it, then I'll be like, okay, well, I guess it ain't all that bad. And then you realize that ain't nobody looking at you.
Yes.
Everybody's trying to follow my instruction.
Yes. Correct. But and also too, Leslie just wants to make sure that you're doing it right. Like, you know,
your
like
form and technique is correct. Yes.
Yeah. And so ever since then, I said, oh my gosh, I just feel so comfortable. But Leslie, I always tell you this, like, you are my saving grace. And I really don't, girl, you about to make me cry, because I really don't think you understand how being with you and starting out, like, that was really, it was a struggle for me, Leslie, like rolling over out of bed, like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I getting in this class? Rodham referred me to this class, like, but your power and your presence, and not just doing the workout, but just with who you are as a person, that just screamed at me. It's being a Christian that screamed at me. And I said, I have to keep with her. Like, I know, like, she just sees so, like, even though she's not saying nothing to me right now, I know she's seeing so much in me, right? So I have to give myself my all. Like, I have to give it my all. And so that's why I was just showing up to class consistently. Like, I did not care if I was having a bad day, rolled over on the wrong side of bed. Like, I'm finna get in this class, and then after I'm gonna pray about it.
You see,
but
that is discipline. You see,
yes,
because if you relied on motivation, you would have been in bed.
That's right.
We probably wouldn't even be here right now. You probably have been. I don't know where you would have been. But your discipline is what kept you on track.
Yes. And I was like, Lord, I said, Leslie just don't know how she's like impact. Like, you like, one more rep. Come on, let's go. Like, let's do it. And not just to me, but all of the girls in the class, all of the ladies in the class. Like, Leslie really is a true empowerer, and she wants to uplift other women, and especially Black women. And so to me, like, not just the workout class, but that just showed in general. And so, like, us just even being able to create a connection, like through Zoom, through the phone, like texting and stuff, like, it just really showed me that you cared, in which I never had before, coming out of an instructor, coming out of, like, just some people who I thought, would be there for me. But like, even you from afar, like, you just showed that you care, and that meant the most to me. And so ever since, Leslie, I swear, you've been my girl, and we have been rocking. And I just knew, I said, our
lives, okay?
Yeah, I said, after that,
we've ever seen each other.
After that first month, I knew, it wasn't no doubt in my mind that I was just gonna keep going with you, because I was like, oh no, she's too good. And I felt it in my body too. Like, it wasn't no, like, I felt myself slimming down. Like, I felt myself coming down, and I said, this is it. Like, this is what I need to be back doing, because what I was doing before was great, but Leslie is my like, she's my pusher, she's my empowerer. So like, that's something that I need right now in this moment, because I know Maya, in this moment, I can't do it by myself. Like, I need somebody to sort of kind of lean on, and that's okay. That's okay.
It's totally okay.
Yeah.
Because we need that sometimes.
Yes.
And especially, and I'm a piggyback. You said something a while ago, and I want to say something. My sister, she was going through this, trying to figure out this whole fitness journey. And yes, I got 6 sisters and 7 brothers, and I think I'm the only fitness addict.
Yes.
In the family. But I help my siblings out when needed. When they ask, I'm gonna try to beat them down about this. No, I help them when they ask. I don't believe in doing that to people.
Yeah.
But I remember her in particular, she was just struggling with just coming down and losing weight. And I told her, I said, girl, you connected to the power source up there.
Yes. Yes.
We always think that God only helps us with the major stuff. God, I need a new house.
Yeah.
God, my faith is, I don't have a lot of faith. I'm weak. God, I need a new car. God, I need a new house. But I told my sister, I said, why don't you ask God? Because he cares about your fit life too. He cares about everything about you.
Yes.
He made you.
Yes.
So what makes you think that he don't care about your fitness life?
That's right.
Tell him about it.
Mhm.
Talk to him about it and say, God, I need your help. Obviously, I can't do this on my own.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't. And God will help you. Sometimes he
Yeah.
just be waiting for us. Just to
Yes.
say, can you help me?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
he wants to, but he's waiting for us.
Yes.
And I tell people all the time, God cares about your fit life.
Yes.
Ask him for help.
Yes.
Ask him
Yes.
for help. That's why the Holy Spirit is here.
That's right.
In the
That's
Greek,
right.
it means parakletos. It means the Holy Spirit he walks alongside of us. He
Yes.
helps us. He like our home. We don't see him, but I always know I got the Holy Spirit next to me.
That's right.
So why am I not taking advantage of that?
That's right. That's
And
right,
the
Les.
earth is the Lord's and the fullness. God owns everything. God
Mhm.
cares about everything. So what makes you think he don't want to care about me losing weight? Because I can't do it on my own. I need him.
Yes. Yes.
But it's not
Yes.
until you get to that point that you have to. You gotta let it go. You gotta just tell God, I can't do this no more. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes
Absolutely,
it
Les.
takes that. And
It
you don't
does.
have to be extremely large, just
Mhm.
in general.
Yeah.
We pray about everything else. We pray about our kids, we pray about our husband, we pray about our spouse. But when it comes to fitness, like, I can't do it. I'm sick of failing, so whatever. Ask God for help. I'm for
Yes.
real.
Yes. That's right.
People think, no, that is not crazy. God
Yeah.
he got other stuff in the world to do. He got wars and stuff. So, and he made
Mhm.
you and he cares about you.
That's
Say,
right.
God, I need help in my fitness life. I
Mhm.
need help going to sleep. Show me what to do so I can get my butt up at 5 o'clock.
That's
And
right.
you will be surprised. If you sincere with it, watch God help you. You'll be looking up and you'll be like, why am I waking up at 4 o'clock all of a sudden? And I'm
Mhm.
wide awake.
Mhm.
Can't even go back to sleep. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you ask God for help. He'll just start doing small stuff like that.
That's right.
And
That's
you look
right,
up
man.
that you up working out at 5.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Exactly, Les. Exactly. And that, to your point, Les, like, that was something. I had several prayer journals. Almost every other page, I asked God to help me just continue giving me the strength with my weight, but thanking him for the temple that I have. And like you said, like, we ask him for everything else.
Everything.
Why can't we ask him about that? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we, just ask him to just cover us and just, like, just allow us the ability to shift our mindset when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to this, when it comes to the physical realm. And don't get me wrong, too, the physical and the mental realm are very much tied. So you also have to ask God to give you the strength to continue to protect you, not give you the strength, but just protect you from all evil,
Mm-hmm.
and just protect your mind. And
Your
so,
mind it starts here.
yeah,
It
yeah,
starts here.
yeah. And in my prayer journal, I just always ask God, please, Lord, just please help me. I want to live a long, long life, because
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you, you and I had talked before you. It was one night, Leslie, one night. I felt so. I had just. I think that one day, like, it was like I was inching back to my old self, and that's why I said, Lord, I can't do this. Like, I just ate a whole bunch of junk that day, like, just a whole bunch of junk, and it caught up to me at night. And so I'm sitting in the bed holding my stomach, like, you know how you hold. In the bed holding my stomach, saying, Lord, you get me through this. I promise, Lord, I won't do it no more.
I know God be like, I'm so sick of these people telling me this. He's like, I'm gonna get her through it, but she gonna do it again. So whatever. She need help. I'm gonna help her.
Well, I know y'all TMI, but I had diarrhea so bad that night, Leslie. That's like, I can't, like, this right here. If
I
I'm
ain't trying to live this life.
Yeah, that's doing this
This life ain't fun. This life ain't fun right here. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
But
Shoot.
Leslie, I swore it was like, it wasn't the fact of the junk food, right? For me, it was the fact that I was slipping back to my old self.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that do I want to go back to the depressed? Like, Maya was depressed. Maya had days where she couldn't even get out of bed and wash her butt. Maya had days where she'd be underneath the covers for almost the whole day just crying. Maya had days where,
Gosh.
yeah, she couldn't even clean her room. Her room looked a mess. Maya had days where people call her, phone getting shut off, don't want to talk. Like Maya had days where Maya was not Maya. And so, Maya, what are you doing? God brought you out of that. You know, if you ask God to bring you out of it, continue to ask God to keep you away from it.
Right,
And
right,
so
right.
I knew then, Leslie, I said, yeah, no. I said, this can't. And then that's when I asked God in my prayer journal, literally 2 days before you came, God, please, Lord, and I will show it to you, send you a picture so you can show it. God, please, Lord, please help me with my please get me back on my fitness journey, Jesus. I need you, Lord. And then boom, Leslie came. And so that's why y'all will hear me say, Leslie, you my saving grace. I promise you, you are my saving grace.
Aw.
And don't get me wrong, girlies, like I'm still a little bit, girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm working
That,
it
but
down.
that's okay because it's a
Yeah,
journey.
that's right.
You ain't in the grave, so that means you're still along this
That's right.
journey.
That's right.
I don't want the person. I mean, we'll have those people come on, and then, but
Yeah.
you're still. I'm still in my journey.
Yes.
Journey. I'm
Yes.
learning, trying. I got different goals in fitness. It never stops because once I reach another goal, I set another one.
You're right. You're right,
It's a
Les.
journey. So even in your journey, you may have it be a whole bunch of these.
Yeah.
That's what a
Yeah.
journey. That's one thing I love about fitness is that it's not linear. Fitness
Mm.
ain't this. Fitness is ding 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 ding, and a little dancing and depression and that's journey.
Yes.
What makes it great is that when you're down in your journey, you know how to get out of it. That
Mm-hmm.
you're okay
Yes.
being in that down part. Like
That's
okay,
right.
okay, it is what it is.
That's right.
Let's brush this. We're gonna brush this because I have those days too. I'm having the worst day ever. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't care how many times I'm saying have a good day on purpose, it ain't happening. I have them.
Yes.
And I just
Absolutely.
want to lay on the couch. That's all I want to do
Yes.
is lay on the couch. I want to lay on the couch and wait for the day to be over.
Yeah.
Even that's okay. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to pause.
Absolutely.
To
Absolutely.
pause. Because sometimes when we pause, here you go, son. You can have that back. Put it on the charger. And you're pausing. Stuff happens when you can just sit back
Yeah.
and say and breathe.
Mm.
Don't judge yourself. Because the thing is, it's whatever happened. It's already done.
You're right.
Be okay with that.
Mm.
But say, okay, my thing is, I just need to go to sleep because I know when I wake up, I feel so much better. Even if I take a 20-minute nap, I'll be like, as soon as I close my eyes when I wake, I know I'm just gonna feel better because I know that
Yes.
works for me. That downtime. Let's see,
Mm.
I have so much going on and I want to do so much. If you, sometimes my days are just, I have to tell myself, I sit in the car and be like, Leslie, slow down,
Yeah. Yes.
slow down.
Yes.
Don't even drive yet.
Yeah.
Slow your mind down. Slow
Yeah.
down, slow down. Because I have anxiety.
Mm.
My anxiety sometimes is more times than not, I can control it. But sometimes I just get into the rate and I was just sitting, my thing is sitting in the car. Of course, when you have kids, your car is like, it's like heaven. Sit in the car, and I do the same. I sit in the car and cry. It's not because I'm sad. That's a way for me to come down.
Yes.
Or I'll
Mm.
just drive. I have
Yes.
those days too. I'm not perfect. I got them just like everybody else.
That's right, Les.
But what brings me out of that is knowing when to say, all right, you done being sad? Like my sister said, all
Mhm.
right, you got 3 more minutes.
Come
And then
down.
at the 3:01, change it. Because you got
That's
the
right.
power to do that.
That's right.
And that's what you got to do. So that's what being on that journey. It's a journey. You're gonna have those ups and downs, and it's like that.
Yes.
How are you going to get out of it? How
Mm.
long are you gonna stay in that funk?
That's
Because you
right.
got the power to control it.
Exactly, Les.
95% of what you go through and how you feel is generated by you.
Mm-hmm.
5% is some unseen force that we don't know about. The
Mm-hmm.
devil,
Yeah.
but and call him out. But 95% of what you go through and how you feel is
Yeah.
generated by you. Like these
Mhm.
thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Generated.
like I'll never forget this, Leslie. That night too, I was like, oh gosh, but God was also like, I I hear God often, right?
Mhm.
I try to listen for his voice. Sometimes it get hard because like you doing y'all thing. But God, it could be the sweetest voice ever.
It is.
And yeah, and he's like, do you want to live a long life? Because if not, this how you gonna die. And I knew then, Leslie, I was like, I've had many encounters with the Lord, but that one was like, oh no, like it's time to.
Yeah, you ain't never told me I was gonna die before.
I want, Lord, please, death is not on the
And
radar.
I'm not about to die over something that I can control.
I
I don't gotta be big.
Yeah.
But you telling me I'm gonna lose my life?
Yeah.
Because I don't have to have no discipline? Say
Yeah.
no more.
And like to Leslie, like I mean, like just waking up and see my BBW girlies, like you just love yourself to the fullest. But sometimes, you just look too like, dang, like this can change, this can change. And I was looking like, hold up, like I got a little body
Right.
too. Like I know, once I get down, it's gonna be a little strong. But I genuinely, Leslie, like I wanted aspects of my body to I wanted to see the transformation. Like I was tired of my back being so wide as a flat screen TV. Like I said, this has to come down. That big, what they call it, big back.
Big back. He said, no, not me. I'm tired of it. Looking like a widescreen TV. Hey, you said it. I'm just.
Well, it's still a little, it's a little wide, like it's coming down, right?
Right. That's what's up.
But I just knew, Leslie, like I just did not want to keep on keeping the way, like I just didn't want to keep going the way that I was going. And also too, before I knew that therapy, ladies, let's talk about therapy. Therapy is not talked about enough in the Black community. It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to acknowledge that you need help. Whether that be something small, whether that be something big. And I just knew at a point in my life, I'll never forget, Leslie, like it was this dude I was on and off with. Because I started therapy, September last year. This dude I was on and off with. And just playing with my mind. Ladies, y'all know how to, you like the bad boy.
We know.
Yeah. So I remember, Leslie, he said something. I just knew we was already like on edge. Ladies, y'all know how to do, y'all on edge. We was already just on edge. And he just set me even more on edge. Like, and so he said something and I just went, I said, I'm done. Like, we're done. This is it. Still ended up going back to him like 2 months later.
I spent the block. She spent the block, ladies. She spent the block.
But I remember, Leslie, sitting in my car for 5 hours just crying and crying and crying over this one guy. And I was like, oh, like the day after, I said, oh my God, like that's not good. Like I allowed somebody to change the trajectory of my day based off of their actions. No. So God, in my prayer journal, like the year before, I had asked God to, provide me the resources necessary to, like get into therapy and start that whole journey. But then God said, back then, God was like, not yet.
Yeah.
And once that happened, it was like I remember the next day, Leslie, I went to church. God was like, it's time. And got a great therapist, Dr. Z. She called herself the hood therapist, which I
love it.
Because she's straight raw, no chaser. Okay.
That's what they need to be that way.
Yeah.
They need to be that way.
And what she is about, Leslie, is she's not about mama and bringing mama and daddy and all these types of family members in. No, we're focusing on Maya, and we're focusing on getting Maya to the best Maya that she can be. So this is about you. It's not about anybody else. And I love that. And so when I started with her, it was like, uncomfortable because I'm like, I'm talking as a Black female, right? Nobody in the family has done therapy. I'm the first, so here I am breaking the generational curse. I'm talking to somebody I don't even know about my issues and my problems. Ooh, that's a little bit uncomfortable. And then not only that, how is everybody else gonna be? I'm doing therapy and I'm Black.
Everybody gonna think about me. We're doing therapy.
But I needed help. Like this was not something that I could keep prolonging. And not even just that, my mental was affecting my physical. The stuff that you hold on to emotionally, you hold on to physically. And I was tired, like I was just tired of that, Leslie. I'm like, yeah, I'm losing some weight, but that can come right back on overnight.
Sure can.
Once I start emotional eating.
Sure can.
So I have to do something. So started with her and Leslie. She's been awesome. I'm talking about she shift my mindset. And then once I started with it, I mean, it's just all been like,
so it's been so right now you're doing therapy. People get therapy, a therapist. Find somebody to talk to. It's okay.
Yeah.
I know Jesus done it all.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Like he created therapists. So go see one.
That's all right.
Go see one.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you one of these questions. I got a ton of questions, but we're not gonna go through all of them. What are some of your favorite healthy snacks and meals to fuel your workout?
Oh,
Talk about some diet here.
Yes. So y'all, I love avocado toast on wheat bread. Like
me too.
Yeah.
And tomatoes. Tomatoes too. I do. Maybe 2 slices of bacon. Maybe. Okay, but go ahead.
I love like I could eat that. I eat it too much, but like I could eat that like clockwork. I love it. Also too, I'll do some almonds, like light salt, no salt. Like I try to make sure that is out of picture because my father, he has a history of like high cholesterol, and like I want to make sure I maintain that as well.
Right.
Also too, I'll do like a banana with some peanut butter on it, making sure like I'm getting that protein in. I just recently, this sounds bad, y'all, but I just recently started making my own smoothies with like Greek yogurt. And and like and
now I want a question to ask real quick.
Okay.
Now your smoothies, what percentage is veggies and what percentage do you do fruit? But you know it's a percentage, right?
Oh, so listen.
So it can still maintain healthy and not a sugary drink.
This is what I've been doing. I know people have a lot of controversy on this, but I do Bloom. Like I don't know if you heard of the drink Bloom, where you add like it's a liquid veggie, like you drink you're drinking your veggies. I add that to my smoothies.
So you do, is it the liquid or you do powder? Is it like super green food?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Powder.
Yes.
It's green. Yeah.
Yes.
I use those too.
Yeah. And so I add it on in there because I know I need to get that in too, because that veggies, I'm gonna be honest, like is and still is to this day, ladies. I mean, like I'll eat broccoli all day long, right? But like other veggies, like my mom, she's into like edamame, quinoa, like all that stuff.
I like
but
quinoa.
That's not. Yeah.
That ain't true. That ain't true. I like quinoa. I like it. I mean, to me, it don't really have no taste to it, so I mix it. You eat quinoa with like chickpeas and I make a cold salad.
Hold
Quinoa's wonderful in it.
And we talking about falafel, which I know that's but I'll take.
It's good though.
Good. Yes.
I may have ordered some after this from a Mediterranean joint. I love falafel. They're those nice fried balls too. Fried cornbread balls is what I call them. Mediterranean cornbread balls. That's what it is.
But yeah, like I make sure I add those veggies in there. I used to do Smoothie King, but like once she's very like, all right, what's the ingredient? Like she's that type of girly.
Good.
Once you see the sugars and stuff, that's all in that. So you like, oh.
That's why I was telling you about your smoothie.
Yeah.
I am, and when I write them in, my clients ask me sometimes, well, can I have a smoothie? And I like to do smoothies as meal replacements because sometimes when you're on the go, they're just easy to go and grab.
Yes.
But you have to make sure 80% of that smoothie is greens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your smoothie should be green.
Yes.
End of the day, and not like light yellow or light pink because there's so much dang on fruit,
Mhm.
bananas and strawberries. So 20% of that needs to be fruit. 80% needs to be healthy whole, some neat veggies in your
Yes.
smoothie.
Absolutely.
Because of course we
Absolutely.
want it to taste good, and I understand that all. But
Mhm.
that's we want still want to limit our sugar intake. So we don't want a smoothie with 2 pieces of spinach, and then 4 strawberries, 2 bananas, 8 blueberries, 9. It's like like soup. I mean,
Where
you
the
really got
smoothie
to
at?
right. You really got a fruit smoothie. You want a fruit smoothie, you got it. And then the base of it be milk or
Yeah.
just make sure you got the 80/20.
Mm-hmm.
80% veggie, with your baby, 20% fruits. So 20% mean
Absolutely.
only pick 2 pieces of fruit.
You're-
That's what 20% mean. 2 pieces of fruit.
That's right.
And then one of those, your veggies came. You ever had an avocado in your
Yeah,
smoothie?
girl. Ooh.
Don't it? It just change the consistency. You don't taste it at all.
You're exactly.
It's the consistency. It makes it so smooth,
Yes.
and it's a good fat to have in your smoothie. That or peanut butter.
Absolutely. And so I add that in there less, and I just, agree the what is it, the non-fat. My mom,
Uh huh.
she likes it's this one
I
brand that
like
she just
Noosa.
oh,
Is it Noosa? I like Noosa. You ever heard of Noosa? Noosa.
no, it's
Noosa.
no. I
It's
haven't
a
heard
it's a yogurt. It's the only type of yogurt that I use, but I
okay.
get it. I put yogurt in my oatmeal too.
Really?
I do.
Now I'm gonna be honest,
Blueberries and yogurt.
that is one breakfast y'all meal I do not I hate oatmeal. I'm serious.
Hey, it is what it is. Everybody got their hang
But
up.
it's good.
I eat
It's good for
oatmeal
you. Yeah.
every day. Oatmeal every day. Every day.
Dang.
Especially as my first meal. Um, Especially when I'm training lower body.
Yes.
I expend so much energy in lower body. I like to be fueled up before I go
Yes.
to the gym. So I kind of like double up on my oatmeal during those days. But I eat oatmeal every day. It's like the
Mhm.
best to have first thing in the morning. It keeps those blood sugars level. It's just like wonderful. You don't have that
Y'all, she's
high
right.
rush from a
Yeah.
donut and coffee, and then you crash, and it's only 11
Yes.
o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? So I think oatmeal, yeah. But if you can't get oatmeal, then you got always got an omelet or whatever.
Yeah,
You
she's
know,
right, y'all. Yeah.
me oatmeal. Yep.
Yes. And
$7.
my mom, she gets these I mean I'll take one down every now and then. But my mom, she's really like cause she do quinoa she love quinoa salad. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, but she does these bars, they're like made out of egg whites.
Mm-hmm.
These protein bars, you can buy them in store. And I taste it, I said,
Are they called
ooh.
egg whites? Isn't it?
It's in like this weird package, and it has the
Mm-hmm.
breakdown of like what's in it, and but the main basis is egg whites.
Egg
Yeah.
whites. Yeah, I think I've seen those before. I never had
Uh-huh.
them, but I've seen them. So I was like, I don't know. I found them because them bars be costing money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be a waste of $4, and I'm be pissed off. So, but I have seen those egg. It just says egg. They're made of egg whites, a protein bar.
Yes, and also too, ladies and gents, just because it's a healthy protein, nah, them some protein bars be packed with sugar. Okay, so
So
you,
much sugar.
yeah, yeah.
So much sugar. I'm gonna do a video later on. Actually, if I do it this week on reading food labels,
Yeah.
because people just don't know or just
Hmm.
overeat because
Hmm.
they think, oh, I got one bag of chips. So it's one bag of chips, one of me, we go together.
Together,
No, it's one of you,
real bad.
3 servings in that one bag. So you eat triple the amount of calories, fats,
Mhm.
proteins, and carbs. People don't know. People don't
Exactly,
know.
exactly,
I
Les.
think half the time people don't want to know either and don't care.
Yeah,
Sometimes I be
and
like that when I
you
eat the whole
picking it
bag of
up.
popcorn.
Uh,
Popcorn a serving size, 2 cups. I put out 2 cups like, dog fam, this ain't enough. No, maybe 4 cups for me.
it's okay, and like also too. One thing I really did take away, Leslie, because like when I was going to my weight loss doctor, he was like, "So what you eating for breakfast?" Nothing. And he was like, nothing. And
Mm-hmm.
then he like made me really write down like, what I was eating for what did a typical day look like for dinner, lunch, all
Uh-huh.
of that. And nowhere in there was veggies. And he said, "Oh
Not
no, no, no,
not
no.
all.
Some days, but not all." He said, "No, ma'am. you should be having veggies in every single meal. And he said the fact that you're not getting none, and then your water intake isn't even
up to par either. You see how I be on y'all about that water?
Yeah.
Water. You gotta have water. Drink your water.
And I was like, oh wow. So I had to switch that around too. So I'm getting veggies in when I can.
Getting them in whenever I can get them in. But but those little super green foods and stuff like that, those added powder veggies will suffice.
Absolutely.
Need to have 2 or 3 servings of them.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2.
Yeah.
But as long as you're getting your veggies in.
It right there.
Because veggies, always say veggies, they fill you up and not out. Veggies don't make you fat. It make you full. It'll stop you from eating a whole bunch of other stuff. You just fill up on veggies, you know?
Yeah. Seriously, Les?
But people don't know that, though. Like
exactly.
Veggies, that's when I write plans and stuff like that. I'm like, veggies, however many cups of veggies you want, I don't care. But make sure you stick to your protein and carbs.
And let's talk about the salads. People, please. Yes, do a salad, but don't be loading all that ranch and stuff up on there. You might as well just forget the salad.
Say, I don't eat salad at all. I always say salad for fat people. I ain't eating salad. No offense like that, but you know how heavy set girl go to a restaurant, they don't want to embarrass to eat from people. The grilled chicken salad, knowing good and goddamn well them niggas want a steak, a loaded mash, and broccoli with cheese on it. I know. I'm looking at people who order salad like, you know good and goddamn well you want a piece of my burger. What you want?
But you gotta eat. Like a lot of people don't know.
You have to eat to lose weight.
Yeah, cheese is good for you. Not like queso, but like actual like cut like square cheese, a string like.
Gotta be careful with the dairy though.
Yeah,
be careful with dairy. I don't know why it is with us African Americans, lactose intolerant. But my thing is, if you can totally avoid dairy, get rid of it. Get rid of it, because a lot of people wonder why they have a lot of gut issues. Digestion issues. Dairy just ain't good. This is not good for us.
Oh wow!
Especially how we're taking it. We eating or drinking cow milk. They make cows for cows. Cow milk is for cows.
Yeah.
Have people ever thought about that?
And
cows don't drink human milk. Cows don't drink because only human milk comes from a woman's breast.
Yeah.
Cows ain't drinking our milk. Why are we drinking their milk?
You're right. You're right.
My son ain't never. I mean, he had milk. When I found out he was drinking milk at school, I was like,
let's stop. You for real?
My son went from nursing to water. Nursing. Well, I nursed him for 2 years till he was 2. Water. No, I didn't give him milk. Because cows, that's for cows. A cow didn't have them, a human did. And then he come home and tell me, Mom, I had some chocolate milk at school. It's so good. I'm like, see, that's why I want you to go to that school. See, that's exactly why I don't want you to go to school. And I knew I should start packing your lunch, because when you start eating public school lunch, you get what they gonna give you some milk. I don't care what nobody say. You getting chocolate milk or white milk? He won't drink white milk, but he will drink chocolate. But yeah, dairy. If you can avoid it, get rid of it.
Out the window. Oh, Les, but I gotta have like
no. You don't gotta have it. It just tastes good.
Yeah, it do. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
You don't gotta have it. You don't gotta have cheese. It just tastes good. You probably don't even really taste it. It's the fact that mentally you know you got cheese on it because you think it's gonna taste better.
Yeah.
You have to. Watch how your gut health. Watch how your midsection starts to come down. Come off that dairy. Come off that dairy. You can. You know, I don't encourage it. When I write meal plans, I tell people it's not going to be very like. Now I'll write in like cottage cheese.
Yes.
Protein, the Greek yogurt, but that's all. Like I said, it's all measured out and stuff like that. But for the most part, no. And I write tacos on their plans. I write homemade burgers, fish. No. I don't never write in. You can have a slice of cheese. No. If I don't, it's out of sight, out of mind. If I don't write on the plan, you won't buy it. It's like, I'll write you a plan out, and you go get all the groceries that you need, and then you know good and darn well you don't see no cheese on there. Like, and then you got nerve to send me a picture with cheese. I'm like, why is the cheese on here? Like, that's not part of your. I can't live without cheese. I just need. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Y'all,
Don't
maybe
need it.
Leslie will convince me to stop with the cheese. Maybe she'll convince me to stop with
You
the
know, I'm
cheese.
telling if you and like I said, if you don't have to have it, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Now, I understand. I'm one of the people who can go. I can go cold turkey. Everybody
Yeah.
can't. So if you gotta wean yourself off, like okay, I'm only gonna have cheese on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm only gonna have cheese on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Start to wean it off because your body doesn't need it. Your body
Mhm.
doesn't need it, especially for your gut health. That can affect your digestion. And
Yes.
it's just extra calories that you just don't need. You know what I mean?
You right, Les? You
Don't need.
right?
And then and even if you pull it out of your diet for a minute, let it be that 20%. 80% should be healthy whole foods. Your diet, that's how your diet should be consist of every day. 80% of it should be healthy whole. 20% of it should be the foods you like.
Yes.
If you're not competing as my client, if you're not getting stuff on stage or the platform, there's no reason why I'm restricting somebody's diet as if they're bodybuilding. I'm not doing that. I'm going to restrict diet enough for you to say, I can do this every day. I can do this.
Yes.
I can do this 5 or 6 months. Okay. As opposed to like if you was like me when I'm stepping on stage, my whole diet just changes. It's a
Yes.
whole bunch. I got to stop chewing gum. That's how deep it gets.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But the every average day person, you
Mhm.
80% healthy whole
Mm.
every day.
Mm.
20%. Now your 20% be okay. You know what? I'm making myself a homemade some tacos and I'm gonna
Mhm.
put some cheese in it. Then let that be it for that.
Yes.
You don't have to have it every day. You don't need
Yes.
it. You don't
Correct.
need it. So
We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see y'all.
y'all heard it here
My
first.
sister's trying to hang up in there.
Not right now, sure. Okay, girl, I gotta go. No, you don't. Mm-mm. No, you don't. Accept that pun. Accept that word and keep it pushing. Now y'all got attitude. I don't want to give up my cheese. Just try. Just
Just try
try
it.
to
Yeah.
try to give it up.
Let us try it.
All right. If you can only do one exercise for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, wow.
One.
One exercise for the rest of my
The rest
life.
of your life.
I'm
Just
not
one.
gonna lie. I love kettlebell swings. That's not. That may sound crazy, y'all, but I love kettlebell swings. I really do. Like, I just feel everything activating. Like, I'm like,
Everything. It is. It's. I
yeah.
would consider it. If it's the kettlebells are heavy enough, it's definitely a compound movement.
Mhm.
Mine would probably be deadlifts. Full body.
Mm.
Full
Yeah.
body. It's a compound movement. And it's gonna work every major muscle in my body. So
Wow.
I pick a compound movement. I would love to pick squats, but seeing that my knees is the way it is, my knees won't let me be great these days. I can't do it. All right, I got another one here. Almost
Okay.
done, Bubs. What is the funniest and most ridiculous fitness myth you've ever heard?
Oh my gosh. What is one? Oh
Fitness
my
myth. A
goodness.
diet myth. Fitness myth.
Y'all. Y'all. It's so many. It is so many. Like, I swear that I was just that the waist trainers and them little sweat things is actually
I'm doing a video on that in July. One of my friends. We're gonna talk about waist trainers. I'm against it. She for we talking. It's gonna be fun. What are waist trainers? No, for real. What is it training the waist to do?
not nothing.
And it's
Nothing.
coming from a person who used to wear one, but I had an
Yeah.
epiphany about why I don't do it no more.
Yeah. When I was smaller last, I used to yeah, thinking it's doing something, but like a month later, I mean,
What is it?
where's the
Waist
result?
trainer. Put waist trainer on. What is it training the waist? I'm not lying.
Nothing.
I always wanted. I had my own epiphany. I was
Mhm.
wearing one because I was getting paid to wear it, and that's when I was getting ready to compete for a show that I got entered for.
Yes.
So,
Mm-mm.
um,
That's my myth, because
waist.
I'm like,
And I know people who like wear them like 8 hours a day. I met a girl at the gym.
you like
Yeah,
squeezing. It's like you're squeezing your
like a
organs or
cord.
something. Yeah.
I just feel like you don't allow the core to work because your
Yeah.
core is like, you know, your legs are like the foundation, but your core keeps you stable. You need your
Mm,
core for every exercise.
yes.
So when your core is restricted, this is just me. When that core is restricted, how can you work it and make it stronger when it's being restricted? You get
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's to me it's uncomfortable and it hot as hell. And I know the goal is to like to make you sweat more.
Yeah.
However, you can just put a sweatshirt on or wrap yourself in saran wrap. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
much cheaper than a
Oh,
whatever.
another one. Running helps you lose weight. Running ain't the only thing that.
Running is not the only thing.
Yeah, walking. If y'all walk on an incline
You say walk on the incline.
or do the stairmaster.
I think the Stairmaster is like by far the best cardio equipment in the gym.
Okay, let me tell you something. That Leslie, that thing works miracles. Do you hear me?
Stairmaster get that heart going, baby. That's
Yes,
Stairmaster get that heart going. Get them calories. Yeah,
yes,
the more calories you burn. Yeah, so that's the goal of that Stairmaster. It is to
yeah,
me by far the best cardio equipment. All the gyms need to be have Stairmasters and stair steppers, stairmasters.
yes.
Get rid of all the ellipticals. Get rid of all the treadmills. Everybody needs to be climbing stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs to be
And
climbing stairs.
when I was small, I used to do that, and then I go for a swim, and I promise you. And then after that, I'll sit in the sauna for a little bit, and I'm out. Like like stuff like that. It really helps to like I get my body's warm. All right, cool. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's get another little exercise in, but let's cool the body off at the same
Right,
time.
right. Oh, and you was getting in that pool. That pool is wonderful. I used to teach water aerobics.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, I got another one. I've had plenty of these. Have you ever had a workout fail or an embarrassing gym moment that you want to share?
Wow, wow, y'all. An embarrassing gym moment.
We all
It,
had them, so don't be
oh,
ashamed.
Leslie,
We all
I
had
swear.
them.
See, my thing is, y'all, I embarrass myself too much. That's the problem. So I would have to say, oh my goodness, I will never forget. I used to go to a place up here, y'all. Lifetime Fitness. I love y'all so much, but y'all
I
are
love
super
Lifetime. They
expensive.
so dang on
Yeah.
expensive.
Please lower the
Man, it costs
rate.
an
Still
arm and a
look up.
leg to go there. Or arm and a leg too. Crazy.
Well, I was doing like the monkey bar things. It's like a machine where it's like ladders on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jacob's
Oh,
ladder.
like Jacob's
Jacob's
ladder.
ladder. Yes.
Jacob's ladder.
So it was my first time doing it. Well, I'm putting it up like, yeah, we're gonna crack this mug up.
Uh-huh.
Man, my butt clean slid off.
Did you put the little, cause they give you a cord attachment just in case you fall.
I said, give me a. I said, give me a.
Screaming, somebody please. I'm begging somebody to help
That
me.
lady looking at me like, yeah, you can't go back here no more.
I said, no, I'm about to move out the state. I'm moving.
But y'all, that's another thing too. Like when you go in the gym and it's your first time doing something, don't think you got to be Superman doing it. Like yeah, I'm about to put on 50 pounds on each side. And I'm about to get these reps.
No,
Like,
on Goodwill, you can't do it. You see how you see that pride is?
yeah, start slow. Like
Uh-huh.
if you gotta start with 10 pounds on each side, that's okay. But you're still getting it in, and that's all
You're
that
starting
matters.
something. Yep.
Yeah.
Getting it in. It's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Me trying to think of I was so embarrassed.
Hey man, I'm telling you, it bees like that sometimes. All
Yeah.
right, we're getting ready to end, but okay. So, how old are you?
I'm 24.
What would you tell 20-year-old Maya?
Wow. I would tell 20-year-old Maya that you are enough. That no matter what anybody says to you, no matter what people think of you, like you are enough. And that you don't need to have the approval from everybody else. The approval comes from God, and it comes from within yourself. So if I had to say that, that would be it. Yeah.
You are enough. You are.
Yes.
Well, once you realize you enough, everybody else will realize that.
That's right.
You are enough.
And it's about getting into relationship with yourself. If you're not in relationship with yourself, you might as well cancel everything.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
Yeah.
I agree. Missing out on life.
Yes.
What? And I think I'll end with this. If you had to change one thing about yourself right now, just one thing, what would it be?
Wow. If I had to change one thing, what would it be?
It's one thing. It could be,
Wow.
not anything you
That's
hate
a good
about yourself or something, you know what I mean? Or something like, if I had to change one thing about myself, I'm a big time procrastinator.
Mm.
I'm a last minute girl and I work great under pressure, but it ain't good for me. I'm not lying. I work well under pressure, but
Yeah.
under pressure or slash stress is not good for the body.
Yes.
But I find myself taking off under stress, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
Perfectionism. Everything
Mm,
has to be perfect, like down to, I mean, like it has to. But I'm like, wow, like
mm-hmm.
my work, my craft, Leslie, it just has to be perfect. But I'm like, nobody's perfect. Like
No,
my future man not gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect. So girl, like get over it. Nothing's
but it's
going to
some.
be perfect.
It's
And
a
even in
yeah.
my
I
head right
get
now, I'm
it.
like, what could I have said better in this
Wow,
like,
while
yeah,
you're talking, I
while
know that
I'm
you're
doing it.
talking to yourself while you're
Girl,
talking.
you fine,
Mm-hmm.
you good.
Yep, yep.
A lady watching this people like, oh my gosh, Maya is just so inspiring. Here in my head, I'm thinking like, I
Oh
ain't
my
do
God,
enough
why
to
did I give
inspire
her
her.
that answer?
Yeah,
You be thinking of when you would right lay down in the bed, you be like, I could have said.
yeah.
I do the
Like,
same thing.
girl, what?
Yep.
But being perfect is like, I know we're all striving to be better every single day, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing is gonna be perfect. Like,
Nothing.
yeah. And like even when things aren't looking the way that you want them to, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you said earlier, it is what it is. It's a new day. That's why I love, and people, I'm serious, y'all. Like, I know Glorilla put this in her, but every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Like, that girl was serious when she said that. A lot
Every day
of
the
people taking
sun
it as a
won't
joke.
shine.
Yeah.
But what
But
she
that's
said?
why, but that's why I love tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yes. And a lot of people was taking it like, they just rapping it, but like
No, I think
the
you said
pastor,
you sit there and let that marinate.
yeah. Even
Every day
one of
the
the
sun may
pastors,
not shine, but I'm so
yeah.
happy that there's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow.
Mm,
And one of the pastors, he made that
a sermon.
a sermon. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's just
you
like,
said meditate on that. That's pretty.
yeah.
That's real deep right there.
Yeah. So it's
Every day
just
the
like,
sun ain't gonna
you
shine.
ain't gonna be
No,
perfect. There's always
no,
a
you're not gonna be
tomorrow.
perfect. And I think, and even in being trying to be perfect, allow yourself to go
Grace.
through grace. Allow yourself grace.
Yeah.
It's okay when you fail. It's
Yeah.
okay when you just not 100.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. But it's all a part of the journey.
That's right.
It's all a part of the journey.
That's right. That's right.
And I wish I can get people to realize that it's okay. Give yourself grace. You're not perfect. Stop crying because you ain't do it. I used to do that to myself. I would
Mm-hmm.
miss a lift, go for a PR and miss it. My whole day would be ruined.
Mm.
I ain't lying.
Leslie, are you serious?
Early on in my powerlifting career, yeah, I would cancel clients so I can just lay in the bed. I ain't lying. I would be so distraught.
Oh my God.
I go to the gym and I ain't hit the number that I had set out to get. Oh,
Yes.
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I'm talking about just recently I got over that. Like just recently, maybe last couple 5 or 6 months.
Yes.
To say, let's say every day ain't gonna be no PR. Every day. So if you get the same weight that you did last week, that's fine. There's only one way. I mean, sometimes you just don't get stronger in one week.
That's right.
How
That's
about go for
right.
that PR or go 5 pounds heavier in 2 more
Mm-hmm.
months?
That's right. That's
I
right.
would be distraught. Like every week, I would think, Leslie, you have got to hit a PR. All right,
Mm-hmm.
we got to hit a PR. Okay, we got to hit a PR this week, baby. That's why fitness ain't linear. It's
Yeah.
ease. But the
Up and
minute
down.
I start allowing myself to, I mean, I start giving myself grace and saying it's okay. Or you ain't get it this time. So what? I would leave the gym, wouldn't even finish the workout. I'd be like,
Mm.
bye.
Mm.
My coach like, what happened? I'm looking at your program. You just did your max effort and you didn't. So what happened? I'm like, I went home. I was
Girl,
just
get your
messed
stuff up
up.
in the
I'm for
bed.
real, messed up. Because I am a perfectionist. And when I
Yes.
set my mind to do something and I can't accomplish it,
Yeah.
it's a wrap. But I
Mm.
had to learn to give myself grace. And that
That's
is
right.
okay. It's
That's right.
okay.
Yes.
Every day ain't gonna be a good day. Every day
Yes.
ain't gonna be a PR, but the fact that I got up and went to even attempt it, that's discipline right there.
That's right.
I had to like start saying to myself, give yourself credit for even trying. How about that?
Yes.
Don't throw the whole day away. You tried it.
That's
Now
right,
that you
Les.
tried it and you didn't get it, okay, let's start working on the plan, how we can get it next time.
That's
So my
right.
coach, okay, what's the plan? Okay,
That's
so
right.
this is what I'm deficient in. This is what I need help in. Okay, let's start doing this exercise because this exercise is going to help this. It all works out. But
That's right.
I would just beat myself up so bad. So
You
bad.
can't do that, Les. Y'all
So
can't do
bad.
that. Don't beat yourself
I'm so bad.
up.
I'm telling you, I'm learning and I've learned it, but still learning.
That's right.
Because some days I can still catch myself doing that, and I
Yeah.
had to reel it back in and say, "All right, you tried. You tried. So give yourself grace for trying, Leslie.
Exactly.
Or else, be like, nope, nope, you can't come today. Why? I'm just something came up.
And God looking at you, like, girl, you don't get yourself up.
If you don't get your butt down there and train up
Get
people,
up out that
like
bed.
I'm for real. So clients, I'm sorry. It must have been one of the days if I canceled you. Don't judge me, judge. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning.
She's human. She's human, guys.
I'm
Yes.
human.
Yes.
But like I said, so even in that, but you see how that can affect everything around you? That one little
Absolutely.
thing. Now my whole day is just crashed. Like my
Yeah.
clients don't deserve that. My
Yeah.
son don't deserve how I'm talking to him because I'm upset with myself.
That's right.
I don't deserve that.
That's right.
So I'm learning to allow myself to have grace
Mm-hmm.
in this fitness journey.
That's right.
And that failing is okay. If you
Mhm.
fail, it's okay.
That's right.
What makes you great again is you picking yourself back up
That's
and
right.
saying, all right, it's a new day.
That's right.
Let's work on something. We that's already done. We'll work on that another time.
That's right.
We'll do it another time. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah,
So that's a wonderful thing. All right, Maya, we've been on an hour and 45 minutes, which is perfect. I love
sorry, y'all. It is dark in the background, y'all.
Right.
The
Her
sun,
background got dark. I'm all still lit. I'm gonna have to look outside like, why is it still...
it's about to get personal.
Oh, shoot, after dark. After dark conversation. Are y'all ready? I'm about to get that deep voice. No, but it has been an absolute pleasure.
Leslie.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Just like I said, our goal was just to reach one person. That's
Yeah.
it. Somebody that you can relate to, because that one person can say, dang, she's exactly what I've been needing.
Yes.
And it probably be just enough for that person to pick themselves back up.
Absolutely.
And keep going. Y'all, this is a journey. It's a journey. It's never going to stop. You're always going to have ups and downs until the day you have your final down. You get what I'm saying? So you have to learn to give yourself grace through this fitness journey, because it's not always going to be easy.
Absolutely.
It's going to be hard.
And along the way,
hard.
That's why God, I was spiritually forced to transform, y'all. Like, I mean,
that's it.
God was giving me those nudges, like, hey, you got to do something. You got to do something, not just with fitness, but in life. Like, you got to do something. Like, I'm here with you every step of the way. You don't need nobody else. You just need me. I'm here with you. And when God gives you you got to be obedient and you have to listen. Like my therapist, and I'm gonna end it on this, but like my therapist always tells me, you are responsible for your obedience, but God is responsible for the outcome of your obedience.
Oh, good.
So if I listen to the Lord and what He's trying to say to me or show me in that moment, and I'm not obedient to that, then it's not going to turn out good. But if I listen to Him and I may not see the fruits of my labor within a week or maybe a month or 2 months or maybe even 3 months, but I know that it's coming because I'm being true to His word. So yeah, yes, y'all. I'm so Leslie, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on. Now remember, Maya is still on her journey. She's still on her journey. I'm gonna have her back up when we down another 50 pounds. She comes back. We're gonna talk about it more. Like I said, this is a journey for her.
Yes.
This is a journey for her. So her journey, it may be different from yours.
Absolutely.
Everybody's journey ain't the same. Right. So she is still on her journey. She's still on her weight loss journey. And that's just what it is. Yeah. And she's still going to be on it. And even when, I pray to God, when you even reach your goal, let's set another goal.
Yes.
Let's set a goal, another goal in fitness. And it doesn't have to be weight loss. It could be, hey, I want to do a competition. Hey, I want to, I think I'm going to take a jab at this fitness instruction thing. You know what I mean? It could be whatever.
Absolutely.
Just never stop setting goals. Never stop setting goals for yourself, because that's what keeps us motivated. But it's also still the discipline behind it.
Yes.
that'll help you reach those goals.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
It has been a
Maya.
pleasure. Hope you guys
Yes.
enjoyed. And I will see you tomorrow morning. We got
Yes.
class tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. All right, Maya, it was good. Ethan, say hi. He just wanted been trying to get in his camera. Oh, come on. Come on, put your fingers in. Okay, see, I just hit my head. All right, Maya, it was good talking to you. See you all later. I'll see you guys on July. Actually, I'm doing a show in 2 weeks. So I think I'm doing 2 shows in July. One is going to be like I told you about the whole waist trainer thing. Waist trainer. I'm against it. I'm for it. So I got one of my fitness friends. She lives in Atlanta. So we'll do that. But we'll my next guest will be, I'm not sure just yet because I got to confirm with her to come on. But she's running for judge here in Detroit. So may have her on, but she's one of my clients. And yeah, she's just phenomenal. I didn't wait till y'all hear her story either because she's 60 years old and she did the first deadlifting competition in December. So we're gonna come on and talk about 60. I was like, yeah, we're gonna compete. We're gonna compete. So yeah, we'll see. Gonna get her on, but I'll confirm everything with you all. But until then, you guys have a good night on purpose because it's still time in the day to make it great.
Yes.
And I will see you all on the next one. Peace out. See you tomorrow, Maya.
Bye.
Bye bye.